Hey, hotep everybody, how y'all doing? First, I just want to start this video off by saying thank you to everyone who has supported me by purchasing one of my novels, Suicide Note, Thicker Than Water, and Big Game Hunting. Special shout out to those of you who have actually purchased all three. What I want to do is just give people an update. I now have a another way that individuals can purchase my novels, either one of my three novels. They've already been on Amazon.com, they've been on Walmart.com, they've been on BarnesandNobles.com, and I've actually been selling them off of my Facebook fan page, Everything Matthew Daniels. But I have also now just placed them on my wife's website, and that website is dandyandbigherm.com. I was getting contacted by a lot of people who wanted to purchase the book, but instead of purchasing the book from Amazon or BarnesandNobles.com, they wanted to purchase it directly from me, so that they could get the actual book signed, so they could get a signed copy of it. And so it was becoming difficult for me to actually meet up with everyone who was trying to get the book so I could actually sign it and get them to them. So I set it up to where you can purchase the book from this website. Purchasing the book from this website is just like purchasing it directly from me. Okay, it's just like purchasing it directly from me. You can order it. When you place your order, you can make a little notation to where you can just order the book and I'll deliver the book. I'll have it mailed out within a day or two. Or you can order the book and leave me some type of note saying that you want to have the book signed, and I will sign the book and I'll have it out to you in a day or two, or it'll be mailed off in a day or two. But it still has to go through the process of actually shipping to your location. So you can now order my books from dandyandbigherm.com. This is my wife's website. So yes, there are other items available on this website. My wife's father, he paints, and so he sells his paintings and T-shirts on this website, and so I simply added my books to the website to make it easier to order the books directly from me. Now, before I go, I would just like to read the synopsis of each one of my books. And if you like the synopsis, if you think it's interesting, go to dandyandbigherm.com. You should see it on your screen right now. Go to dandyandbigherm.com and order your copy today. I'm telling you, Suicide Note, Thicker Than Water, Big Game Hunting, all wonderful, wonderful, wonderful novels. You don't know what you're missing if you have not read the works. So go to Dandy and Big Herm today and order your copy. So Suicide Note, we'll read the synopsis for Suicide Note first, then we'll do Thicker Than Water, then we'll do Big Game Hunting, and we'll just end this video. Here's the synopsis for Suicide Note. Growing up on the rough streets of Dickinson, Texas, in one of the worst neighborhoods in the city, a young man by the name of A.B. is doing everything in his power to make it out of his criminal lifestyle before it kills him. Never really knowing his father and having a drug addicted mother, A.B. and his younger sister have lived in poverty all of their lives. At a young age, A.B. vows to change all of that, and he's willing to do any and everything to achieve his goals, even if that means he must sell drugs to his own community, rob anyone with a dollar, and also murder anyone who gets in his way. In his attempts to get rich and legit, AB runs into a street smart older white woman named Layla, who appears to be everything he wanted and more. With Layla's help, the two of them come up with a scheme to end all schemes. The pair goes on a crime spree in Galveston County that leaves enemies dead, police officers baffled, gang members wanting their heads on a platter, and the roller coaster Bonnie and Clyde type romance even leaves AB suspicious of Layla's real intentions. Does she really love him? Does she really want to see him succeed? Will the two of them ride off into the sunset with enough cold hard cash to live a lavish lifestyle and never look back? Or will this whirlwind romance slash criminal enterprise usher young AB into an early grave? You have to read his Suicide Note to find out. And you can order Suicide Note at dandyandbigherm.com. Thicker Than Water. When a violent and bloody gang war erupts on the streets of Texas City, Texas, Detective Derrick Rose and Officer Sierra Morton scramble to chase down clues and killers in an attempt to quell the violence and bring peace back to the beloved city. As the body count rises and time runs out, the pair of Texas City cops find out what no one is safe from: the carnage. Gangbangers, law abiding citizens, small children, and even law enforcement are dropping like flies. Detective Rose remembers all too well the last gang war fought between the Dramaside hooligans and the South Lane villains before the two criminal organizations formed a truce, and it quite literally shook Texas City to its core. Following leads and dodging bullets, Detective Rose and Officer Martin realize that in order to stop the killing, they have to first find out why the killing began in the first place. Who decided to break the truce and why? Which gang will come out on top? Will the TCPD be able to successfully bring an end to the war? Will peace ever return to the streets of Texas City? Or is homicide the new norm? All of these questions and more will be addressed and answered in Thicker Than Water. Buckle your seatbelt and hold on tight, dear reader. You are in for a bumpy ride. And Thicker Than Water can be purchased from the website dandyandbigherm.com. Big game hunting. A lot of people make claims of police corruption, but they rarely ever uncover the necessary documents to irrefutably prove their claims. Although they may be correct, the lack of physical evidence and the inability to present the information in a coherent narrative leaves the accused cops enough wiggle room to hide behind terms like slander, defamation of character, and conspiracy theory. Well, dear reader, those days are over. This work, Big Game Hunting, is clear proof of corruption within the Texas City Police Department. Matthew Daniels lays out his case using eyewitness testimony, newspaper articles, emails, court records, arrest records, and testimony from Texas City police officers themselves, which prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that there was corruption within the Texas City Police Department that was not only sanctioned by the administration but covered up as well. Matthew Daniels eloquently documents the war that he waged, along with his brother, Joshua Daniels, against the Texas City Police Department, and he details how the two of them went big game hunting and mounted the heads of several prominent people on their wall. Reader, this work is explosive. Matthew Daniels shows that the same Texas City police officers who were charged with arresting criminals were the worst criminals around. This is definitely a must read. And you can order Big Game Hunting from dandyandbigherm.com. Order your copy today, family. Thanks for listening.